Good evening. I hope everyone is having a great evening. As you can see, my voice is still still have a slight cold, but I'm getting over it. I wanted to come in this evening and I wanted to talk about thoughts stopping. Thought stopping. So just bear with me a moment, okay? While I try to get these words together. But basically, what I'm saying is we need to teach our child about the negative thoughts that they're repetitive, constantly thinking about negative things to do about people that may have negative thoughts that maybe people have said to them. My daughter keeps trying to call me. But anyway, again, we need to teach our children about their thought stopping, which basically means always thinking negative thoughts about things that they want to do to people that has hurt them in some type of way. Maybe did something to them, said something to them, said something or did something to someone that they love. We need to teach them how to not have those thoughts and think about positive things. And when they have those type of thoughts, just say no, and get it out of their mind, because the more they think about negative thoughts, eventually they're going to act out on it and either hurt themselves or harm someone else. And not only that they become a victim or someone else become a victim, but everyone involved becomes a victim. Everybody's family is involved. When a child go out and hurt another child, it only not hurt the child that's being the victim or being victimized, but it also hurt the families. It hurt the families. So the families become victims also. So we need to teach our child about their thought stopping, being able to stop the negative thoughts that they're feeling, being able to talk to someone about how they are truly feeling, to keep them from being involved in a situation that could cause them harm in any type of way, can cause them being incarcerated if they don't change their way of thinking, or being able to stop those negative thoughts, being able to know how to stop them, being able to know how to think about something else. We need to teach them about the respect of other people's property. We need to teach them about the respect of others' property. We need to teach them how to respect each and everyone, even someone that's disabled. They still need to be treated the way that you want to be treated. Everybody should be treated the same at all times, no matter what your conditions are. You should be able to be treated with the same respect. So we need to teach our children that even someone that's disabled, to not look at them a certain way, to not feel like they don't deserve the respect that you would give someone else. Everybody deserves the same respect. So again, we basically need to teach our children how to change their thought stopping, their negative, repetitive thoughts that they think about harming someone because of something that they may did to them or a loved one. That's why we have laws. That's why we have rules and regulations. They are put in for a reason. And we have rules that we have to follow. Everybody have rules that has to be followed. Even on our jobs, there's rules that we have to go by. There's rules in the classroom. They have rules at home. So the rules have to be followed, and when the rules aren't followed, there are always consequences. Always consequences. So we need to teach them about respecting authority. We need to teach them about accepting consequences for their behavior, good or bad. They need to know how to accept the consequences. We need to teach them how to compromise with others. Compromise with others. We need to teach them that, because if they learn how to compromise with each other, it probably would turn out where they don't be so angry with a person that feel that they have done them wrong. So we need to be able to teach them how to compromise, so they basically can get along with other people, knowing how to compromise when things don't always go your way or go a certain way that you think it should have went. We need to teach them how to compromise with others. We need to teach them how to apologize if they hurt someone's feelings or cause harm to anyone. We need to teach them how to apologize for that. Again, I apologize for my voice. And this has been on my mind for a couple of nights, but I've been sick and my voice was nowhere near it is today. So I'm able to speak a little clear. I'm feeling much better, but as you can see, the voice is a mess. But it's okay. I'm still going to get out the message. Again, we need to teach them how to apologize or make amends for hurting someone's feeling or causing harm to them. You know, and show that they're sorry and take responsibility for their actions. And admit, you know, that they done something wrong. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. We need to teach our kids that, and we also need to apply that. When you do somebody wrong, admit that you was wrong. Don't try to make excuses. Just admit, I was wrong. Hopefully they accept your apology and you move on from it. But always be able to go back and admit to someone that I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. I'm sorry for causing harm, and mean it. When you apologize with someone, be sincere about your apology. Be sincere about your apology. And again, treating people, recognize people of different races, religions, and background deserve the same respect that you would want for yourself. Treat everybody the same. Treat everybody the same. And when you treat everybody the same, it shows that although people are different, you believe that it should matter in the way you treat them. Did you just understand what I said? Treating others shows that although people are different, you believe that it shouldn't matter in the way you treat them. So teach them to recognize that people of different races, religion, and backgrounds deserve to be treated the same as you would expect to be treated. Just that simple. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Treat everybody. We just need to teach the children that, you know, all the time they're not going to agree with each other, and it's okay to have a disagreement. Just knowing how to resolve it. Knowing how to resolve it. Knowing how to resolve it. We got to teach them that. We got to teach them that. There's so many different things that we can do to help our child feel good about themselves, feel good about others, and not want to harm a person for what they said or did to them. You know, let someone else know. If they can't work it out themselves, let someone else know that they trust to help them. You know, it depends on, you know, every situation is different. So it depends on the situation. But anytime it's a situation where a child feel like they feel uncomfortable or being harmed in any type of way, they should go to the parent. They should go to the parent. They should be able to go to the parent and knowing that their parent will take care of that issue for them. We need to teach them about how to cope with change. You know, sometimes changes make kids react different because it makes adults act differently. We have to be able to cope with change. We have to be able to cope with change. And sometimes, you know, change also bring on, you know, a person being unmotivated, depression. So we have to see these signs or know these signs or talk to our children about the different changes that may have taken place in their life to cause them to act out in a certain way. We need to teach them about how to cope with anger and aggression from others. We need to teach them that. We need to teach them that even though they may not be angry and another person is angry or being aggressive towards them, we need to teach them how to react. We need the positive way. We need to teach them how to respond to people that are angry with them or being aggressive towards them. We need to teach them how to respond to it, how to react. Think before they act out, but tell someone again that they trust when dealing with somebody that's angry and aggressive towards them, so that they don't become in harm's way or they don't end up harming someone. You know, teach them how to remain calm, and let somebody know about the situation before it becomes a critical situation. Because we got to teach them how to control their emotions. Teach them how to control their emotions. Different situation can cause you to get angry for different reasons. Again, like I said, it depends on the situation. And sometimes when you get angry, of course, you know, the emotions are involved. So you got to be able to control your anger or your emotions so that they don't begin to be offensive when you're trying to compromise with a person. You know, being able to just express what you're feeling without being angry as you getting angry as you expressing your feelings to a person about how they made you feel. You know, being able to talk about it without your emotions being so high that the person, when you're talking to someone and your tone is not right, people tune you out. They tune you out, so they may not even be listening to what you're trying to explain to them about how you feeling, and that'll make you so angry when you're trying to tell or express to someone how you're feeling, and they're not really listening to you. But you have to be mindful of your tone. You got to make sure, in order for a person to listen to you, you got to keep that tone right. You got to not do the yelling, because again, when you're yelling at a person, they're going to automatically tune you out, so they're not listening anyway. But you know, just being able to control your emotions, to be able to express what you're feeling. Controlling emotions. We need to talk to our children about controlling their emotions, because if we don't, and their emotions takes over, it turns into a situation that sometimes they can't get themselves out of because it went too far. So we need to talk to them about that. Again, I basically came on here to talk about teaching them how to stopping the negative, repetitive thoughts that they have to hurt someone for something that someone did to them or someone that they love. Being able to turn it around, their thoughts. When they start thinking negative thoughts over and over again, eventually they're going to act out on it. So they got to be able to, when they have those negative thoughts, be able to think positive or think about something else that they feel good about. And if they keep having those negative thoughts about doing harm to someone, they need to be able to express that to someone that can help them think about the alternatives, what can happen if they continue to think like that and if they act out on it. But being able to show them other ways that they can resolve what they're feeling. But they need to express what they're feeling, because when you don't express what you're feeling, it's only built up inside you. And the more it builds up, the more you're likely to do something about it. Because eventually, you know, the more something builds up, eventually it has to be released in one way or another. It has to be released. So teach them about their thought stopping so they can be able to release it in the right way. Those negative thoughts. Remove